Hello from Western New York, and Happy Easter and an April Fool's Day and all that sort of stuff. And these are my tomatoes. Over here, I got some celery, peppers, and some empty pots. Over here, they got broccoli, cauliflower, some tomatillos, and peppers. Now, I'll be honest, not every seed came up, not every plant's going to make it either. But hopefully most of them will make it, or at least one plant in each pot. And let's put it this way. This tray, each of these trays cost me $5. Now, each plant in each of these pots would only cost me $5. So, if these make it, if only 6 plants in each pot make it, and just one pot makes it, now I got 6 of these trays. If just 6 of these plants make it, I broke even. Because your average tomato plant in the store, if it's in a tray like this, it's going to cost like $5. Depending on the size. Of course, well, it kind of all depends on, granted, it all depends on where you buy the said plant at and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, either way, it's like I said, I got 3 trays set up, and I suppose each of those is worth $5. Let's see here, that's 18 times 3, that's 54. Now let's say somehow 20 of those, that's $100 worth of plants. 20 times 5, 100. It's a little chilly at the moment, but I want to show you what's all going on. Still got a bit of a frost. But like I said, I want to show you what's going on. The daffodils and tulips and the crocuses that my mother planted here some years back, they're popping up. They got flowers. They got purple and yellow, and hopefully this frost doesn't knock down all of them. And thinking about putting in some more later this year, you know, more daffodils, tulips, crocuses, and assorted other bulb plants. And let's take a look at the raised bed garden. It's kind of covered in weeds, you know, grasses and the like, plus some remnants of the tomato stalks and geraniums and peppers and the squash. Kind of hope a few seeds survived, you know, with the squash, but I don't know. No, I wager most of you are probably out there picking up eggs, or maybe you're doing what my family does on a day that's not so agreeable to hunt outside for the Easter egg hunt, and that's put the eggs on the floor And you got Grandma who's like, okay, each of you take only 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mind you, there are at least 10 of you already. And so they're like, okay, take 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, putting them all in the bag. It's like, okay, take 10 more. You know, repeatedly, you know. That way everyone gets the same amount of eggs. And what's in those eggs is, of course, the glorious candy. But sometimes, instead of candy, you get money! Money, 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 money! Or maybe you get a slip of paper. And it's like, huh? And so you might wonder, why a slip of paper? Well, open up, unfold the slip of paper, and you have won this item that is related to this word, although we're not quite sure what the word, how that's related to the word. And basically, maybe instead of getting a thing of candy, you get a box of cereal, which is delicious, you know, or a bar of soap, or something that's related to whatever the word was, you know. I mean, that's right. You get something that says Irish Spring. What you get is a package of soap. Or razor for razor blades, or some other such thing. Well, these are coming up pretty good. Most of the blueberry plants look okay. Can't really see any damage on them. Roses look good. Don't know if the bleeding hearts I put in here are coming up, but you know, they were just roots last year, so we'll see. Honeyberries look okay. Same with the gooseberries and the jostaberry and the currant, black currant. Red currants here look okay. Same with the gooseberries so far. Let me change a bit. You know, they got their buds. Don't know about the these reds, the Hinomake reds. I guess I'll find out more as they grow. Same thing with the Oregon Champions. You know, they were just twigs last year. Hinomake's even less. You know, they were just stubs. Not quite sure about the grapes either. You know, might have to. I'm going to end up having to do a little bit of trimming. The kale, I don't think it made it through the winter over here. But over here, well, I don't really know. I mean, some might have made it. Grapes, well, I'm not quite sure. They got buds. And I know I'm gonna end up doing some training on them eventually, you know, because you know, help them as they grow. And I think that's what I should have done with this Niagara last year when it had that thing that went. Probably should have just helped to train it upwards, but we'll see what happens this year. Worst comes to worst, replace it, and likewise. replace the wild one is something else. Yeah, most of my grape plants, as I mentioned, look okay thus far. And hopefully the ones that got a little too pruned come back. Speaking of pruning, I did some work on my raspberries. Basically, with the yellows, as well as the fall-bearing raspberries, what I did was I cut off the tips. So that, remove the dead berries, so that they can hopefully come back and I'll get fruit lower down on the cane. Hopefully. I also came in here and did some thinning, and what the... Hopefully that's just some fuzz. Because there was a couple of raspberry canes that had decided to grow up in the back, up through the back of the barn, and that I kind of had to cut out and then yank out. I also did some selective thinning, cut out the really thin canes, the short stubby canes that ain't going to do me any good. Did a little bit of cleaning up of my yard here as well. Still got to do that in there. The strawberries look okay. Don't know how good they are. I guess I'll find out. I did some trimming on my black raspberries here. Cut the canes a bit. Might have one or two that need a little bit further cutting, like this one, which, as you can see, has this black tip right here where the winter kill set in. Trim it actually down a bit, something a little bit more manageable, and also so that the fruit kind of concentrates in a lower spot. Don't know how well the wilds are going to do in here, or these ones. I also did a little bit of trimming of these wilds, of the wilds over in here. Cut out a bunch of the thinner ones, the ones that are dead, that sort of stuff. And hopefully they'll get some good fruit this year. And likewise with most of these canes, I took my pruners and selectively shortened certain canes, the lateral branches, down to a more manageable length. I mean, there's probably one or two I still need to trim. Like this one, it's all black. It doesn't look any good. And that one there also needs a little bit of trimming. And right in here, there's some branches that just go all the way over there. And it looks like I still need to remove a few. But that's what happens, It's always a progress. as you try to get some decent fruiting branches, or make them decent fruiting branches anyways. Can't say they'll all be perfect. I mean, I probably could do. I'm probably going to need to do a little bit of trimming on this one. This one is the Polono, and next to it is the Heritage, or is that the other way around? I can't recall at the moment. They'll probably get mixed together sooner or later. And over here, I got the Fall Golds. And of course, I know I got a Carolina and a Villon in here. And then there's the blackberries all along in here. And it looks like I gotta do a little bit of trimming on a few more. Which always seems to happen. Of course, let's go around back, take a look out here. Now where my bulbs are popping up. Crocuses are popping up, at least a few. And we got a couple some crocuses right in here, and there's some of these bigger things. I think these are the alliums, cousins to the onions. I got a couple others that are, sticking up. And I got this right here. One of these other ones poking up. And it's all a matter of watching as they come up. I'll probably have a good display in a week or two. And got more flowers popping up starting to pop up, over in here. But I think the deer and maybe some rabbits had a little bit of fun. Now, as for where I put the cuttings from the raspberries and blackberries, well, I brought them over here. Add them to my one hugelkultur pile here. I mean, if they grow into something, they grow into something. If they don't, they decompose down into more organic material for my future plants. Nothing wrong with that. Although the one thing you want to be careful of is avoiding diseased plants. If it's diseased, burn it. Most everyone will tell you that. Definitely need to bring a lawnmower out in here, do a little bit of trimming. And another thing I did was mark the locations of the Snowdrops. You know, a couple of little sticks sticking up right in there. Some more over in here. And I was out here with my one neighbor showing him around, and he pointed out a few more that I hadn't noticed, and he was, imagine this is his first time out here. It's like, hey, what about over there? Whoop. And okay, where did I put them sticks at? Yeah. Even I am having a little trouble finding them. Right, here's one clump right here. Clump number 2. Small little one. And clump number 3. Don't know if I'm going to really come out this far for these ones. Yeah, I just might leave them. But the one by the fence, I might come claim a few of them bulbs. This one over here, again, claim a few bulbs. And plan is either put them in with some of the garden or round the side of the house, where they better appreciate it at any rate. I mean, yes, I'm going to probably leave some of them there. No way I could get all of them. And there's something about kind of a tribute, really, to my grandma. You know, you find a family treasure, you know. That's what those snowdrops are, is a family treasure. Well, let's see here. Probably going to end up doing some work, you know, cutting down weeds and whatnot. But hopefully my other grandma might come by, and basically after showing her what all I got, maybe we might go someplace together, because, we celebrate Easter in stages, and basically this year, no one can meet Grandma this year, because they got 1,001 things going on, and nobody's schedules are lined up, and more a few people can't show up. So we plan to have the big thing in a few weeks, you know. That way my younger brother's up from college. Well, not college, because he's graduated from that, but he's in that internship thing where he's going around, and he'll be up in this neck of the woods, and all that other stuff, you know. We got a number of things going on, you know. Which preclude going to my grandma's place, so well, so this is Western New York. Please subscribe if you like this, post comments, click the like button, share this with your friends, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Okay? Goodbye.